Welcome back, everybody. We have Kent Rollins here with us from the Outdoor Channel's Cast Iron Cowboy, and we are talking about his visit to the JA Ranch in Clarendon. So, Kent, good morning. First of all, thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit more about this project that you have coming up.
Well, thank you, sir, for having us on. This has been a work in progress for about 7 years, really. We wanted to go across the United States and highlight the different ways in which the American cowboy and the rancher raise beef, their heritage, and then cook a recipe that's maybe special to that community or something that we think that really fits. But it's all about feeding cowboys, which we've done for over 38 years, and we do it the same way old Cook did going down the trail. We just have a whole lot more to work with.
Yes, sir. Now, the JA Ranch in Clarendon, historic place, a lot of rich history. What was the experience like filming there?
We wanted to kick this series off with the place really where it is the birthplace of the chuck wagon. Charles Goodnight was credited with making the chuck wagon, which really we call the first Meals on Wheels ever invented. But I'd worked in that country and cooked in it many, many years ago. But to be on the JA and to be with that history, and I knew the crew there, it was a blessing. I mean, we have the best view out our kitchen window, and when you can look through that Paladera Canyon there that's behind you, it is a beautiful place.
Absolutely. And did you use any regional ingredients or flavors that were special to the spot?
We cooked some good beef right there that come off that place, and we always like to feed cowboys as heavy as we can, and they had a good crew that's in there working cattle that day. So we made sure they fed well with some what we call a wagon wheel steak, which is really a good sirloin that's tenderized pretty good and then covered with some good homemade mushroom gravy, and then we had always have to have a little jalapeno in there somewhere, so we made some jalapeno poppers, but they're deep fried, and then we topped that off with some bread pudding with some whiskey cream sauce. And I think Randall Gates and his crew got plenty to eat that night.
Absolutely. And did you face any particular challenges cooking at this location?
Mother Nature's always your biggest challenge. It was about 93 or 4 degrees that day, and the wind did blow, which is pretty typical there in the Panhandle. But it's always something, you have a plan A, B, and C, but when you're a chuck wagon cook in Mother Nature's environment, you go all the way to X, Y, and Z. So she always throws something at you, and it's usually right before it's time to eat.
Yes, sir. And Kent, where can people catch Cast Iron Cowboy?
It premieres September 29th on the Outdoor Channel. I think it'll be y'all's time, probably 8:30 Central. But we need everybody to tune in because we really want to just highlight the culture of the American cowboy and the ranchers, and there couldn't have been a better place to start than at the JA Ranch, which is a very historic place.
Absolutely. And what makes the people in this region special or memorable to you?
Well, I think most of all, they're people that were raised in the same environment that I was. They're God-loving, country-loving people that know how to take care of the land, but also take care of cattle and help a neighbor out. And that's what it's about.
All right, Kent, we got about 30 seconds. For you personally, what's your all-time favorite meal to cook?
My all-time favorite meal to cook would probably be, I'd say, a big old bone-in ribeye uh, with some twice-baked potatoes or hominy and green chili casserole, and then top that off with that bread pudding with the whiskey cream sauce. You'd be looking for a recliner after that and take a nap.
All right, Ken, thank you so much. That sounds amazing to us. And again, thank you for joining us this morning.
It's my pleasure. Thank y'all both and have a blessed day.
Yes, sir. You too.